One thing I get asked all the time is, can Kong armor be applied to my concrete patio, my concrete porch? They're one of the biggest features of Kong is its ability to lock down and encapsulate peeling deck paint, peeling paint in general, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be on a deck. It can be on the side of a wood-sided house. Anything. Kong can encapsulate peeling coating systems, and it relieves the owner of whatever structure it is from having to pay for that sanding cost or having to pay for um, the replacement cost. A lot of times it's just straight up, hey, we're not paying somebody to sand all this peeling stuff. We're just going to replace it, right? But it saves them that hassle either which way. Absolutely, Kong can be applied to concrete porches and patios, and absolutely it can encapsulate peeling porch and floor paint, peeling paint systems that are on patios. I'm in Rising Sun, Indiana right now. What we got here, we were called in specifically to do a deck here, and then these two concrete, I guess these are porches, were added on. And I'll insert a picture in here and show you what this looked like. So you kind of got an idea of what they had going on there, yeah? Well, the thick build film of Kong just come in and just straight encapsulated it all. We're talking about high grade, high quality, first in class, first in toughness, first in scuff resistance, first in mar resistance, first in UV block, right? I mean, just unreal. Came in here, we etched this, so we washed it really well, and then we etched it with muriatic acid just to eat up a little bit of the surface. And then we brought the Kong system in. It's just absurdly thick and just rode over top of everything and locked it down and encapsulated it. I'm not supposed to be showing no more of this color this year. This is Canyon of Thieves. Here's the buckets here where, look at that. Yeah, big old thick piece of Kong elastomer there. That's exactly what's on this porch here. And you say, hey, quit showing this color. Everybody's picking Canyon of Thieves this year, and we're putting it. I have to keep making videos on it, and unfortunately, people are getting the wrong idea. Everybody thinks that we only have one color. We have 22 colors, and everybody, for some reason, keeps picking Canyon of Thieves, and it's the only thing that we got to put on our social pages and stuff like that. And everybody's like, is that all you have is gray? Here's it. Listen, little porch here. And again, same situation. Absolutely, yes, Kong can be brought in to encapsulate concrete. Absurd adhesion. We're talking about adhesion values on concrete that are far above any type of exterior coating on the planet. This stuff, once Kong gets on here, it's not coming off. You're not going to get this film off of here easily. It's going to have to be grinded off or something like that. But these turned out really, really beautiful. I don't have any qualms about how these little porches turned out. They turned out stunning. And, another feature that maybe we don't talk about enough, you know, comes with silverback epoxy. Is basically when you think of a local painter or you think of somebody like silverback epoxy is sort of like our caulking, our filler, but it's an epoxy that cures up harder than concrete. And what it does is it gives us the ability on little porches and stuff like this, or big porches, doesn't make a difference when they have breaks in the concrete, lines, cracks, hairlines, chips, um, big pieces of, I think this one had a piece in it somewhere that was missing, chipped off. We brought the silverback epoxy in, filled it in, and knifed it over. And now this is a flat, fresh start for this family. They don't have any of those voids and stuff. So really big, thick stuff. We can bring in that silverback epoxy, fill in cracks, and just repair this concrete before we actually coat it. Now we'll walk back here and look at the patio system here. So here was the main job, this wood patio system. And once again, Kong brought in to save the life, and I mean save the life of this family's wood patio system. Of course, anywhere I go, you know that there's going to be a jet plane landing. You know that there's going to be a guy on a lawnmower. You know that somebody's going to be weed eating right next to me. So I apologize about that. That's just kind of how it goes with me. But just look at the beauty. Just drop dead gorgeous. And this is how high build is. When you guys leave thin residential paints and stains, and you finally get it, and you finally start embracing industrial grade coatings for your deck, a major part of your hassle will go away. I mean, just look at the beauty of this. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. When you talk about the ultimate in protection, we're talking about all the fastener points covered over. That's true water lock. You can't get any water down in here. You understand? When you use thin residential deck paints and stains, it leaves your nail and screw holes open and exposed to water. Thick build cures that, okay? That's what you need. All the hairlines, all the cracks in this completely filled in. Water can't get down in there to get to the screws, to get to the nails, to cause corrosion, to cause board rot. Right? It's not rocket science. It's common sense, you know. And that's another thing. These guys are talking about stains and talking about thin paints and how they're superior and all this and all that, and they don't even cover over your fastener. They don't cover up your nail holes, your screw holes, or anything like that. So how are they ever going to provide protection for your deck system? That's why decks fail. They fail because their fasteners start to rust, and then the wood reacts with that. So how could you... What I don't get is, I follow a lot of these guys online, and they'll say penetrating stains are the best. You know, or this semi-transparent or that semi-transparent. Well, yeah, they make pretty decks, sure. But they don't add any protection to them. They leave all the cracks in them wide open. They leave all the fastener entry points wide open. Of course they don't peel. Of course they don't, because they're not actually protecting anything. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. You just threw away thousands of dollars. You just wasted your money. Right? Silly. Listen, Kong is... when I tell you that you're talking about a coating system that's absurdly easy to maintain. I mean, it's absurdly easy to maintain. Wash Kong once a year. Okay? Of course it's not indestructible. Of course it's fallible. Of course it can take on damage. It's tough. It's not indestructible. If you have any little spots of damage, spot touch it up. Wash your system once a year. Spot touch up your damage. And live a pretty maintenance-free life for your deck system. Or have the company do it for you. Kong Armor stays with our clients' life of ownership. And we offer them a lifetime service promise. We'll come out, wash your system for you, and do the spot touch-ups for you. Okay? You're not expected to have spot touch-ups every year. You might have to go 2 or 3 years without any spot touch-ups, and then you might have a spot touch-up or something. Backed locally with that lifetime service promise, backed locally with a lifetime limited warranty. Show us that Kong has failed you. Show us that it's failed you on a massive scale. It's unfair to you, and we'll fix it for free for life. Okay? Real protection. Real protection for outdoor structures. Not penetrating stains that do absolutely nothing. Not thin residential deck paints and stains, right? Not composite that starts to warp and chip and crack and bend, right? Get the toughest, the most advanced deck armor coating system in the world, and the only lifetime deck armor system in the world. Get it for your deck, get it for your dock, get it for your patio, get it for your concrete porch, get it for your gazebo, get it for any structure that you want. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be in Cincinnati, northern Kentucky, southeast Indiana, and even in parts of central Kentucky now for the life of your ownership. How many other people that do this type of stuff are going to stay with you for that long? Nobody. Nobody. KongArmor.com. Get a quote now. Go now before you forget. And then you end up having to pay a bunch of money next year replacing your structure or something because you didn't maintain. Right? KongArmor.com. Go there now. Get a quote. See you.